Right. She know the shade, Sue. Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skits, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little speck. She spot the shade, the smirks, the fakes, catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone, like, did you see what just happened when he left her alone?
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skips by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Oh, it's the Shay stuck wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Country Wayne built it, but Shay made it pop. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she co-hosting from the sideline, talking over clips like it's game time. Characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like, why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day ride.
She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skips by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Oh, Shay's the vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, but Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Country Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, side out to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shay's 2 reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skips by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay still vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
So I'm really excited about it.
How long is it gonna take you to finish?
Probably about 12 months.
12 months?
6 to 12 months. Mhm.
That quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me get this straight, Ann.
Hmm?
You think it's a good idea for her to go back to school?
I mean, yeah, she's going to culinary school. I mean, she's a chef. I mean, she hasn't. No offense, but you haven't mastered all aspects
of course
culinary.
not. You can always continue. Education is, is a plus.
Right.
We're constantly learning because food changes.
Exactly. You're just moving with the business. So when the business changes, you change. Right. Right.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of sounds like what I've been speaking about. It's just funny how when I said I want to go back to school, that's stupid. That's a silly idea. I'm too old.
No.
That's
whoa. Who said I didn't? No.
Yes,
no,
you did.
I said at your
husband. But when Shauna wants to go back to school, it's a great idea. It's like, here we go again, Anthony.
Okay.
With your non-supportive self.
I mean, excuse me. She has to go to school. There are people that are owners and people that are workers. All right? She's working. She works for us. She needs to do that. You're pretty much a made woman. You own a business. You don't, even if you didn't own this business, you'd be taken care of.
Well, and you because you can take care of me, and you make me. You make me who I am.
You're taking this out of proportion.
No, you don't ever take things seriously.
I am taking this.
No, Anthony, I was serious about going back to school, and you laughed at it.
I did not laugh.
You threw it away. You acted like it didn't matter. You thought it was a silly idea, Anthony.
I didn't say it was silly. Now you're putting words in my mouth.
Okay,
I just said you were hustling backwards.
That's just a better sound for silly.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Are you saying that her going to culinary school, improving her recipes even more, could not bring you more revenue here?
Anthony, no, I'm saying that my husband never supports me. And I've been saying this over and over and over again, and it feels like a broken record. Aren't you sick of hearing that? Aren't you sick? I mean, you should be sick of hearing it because I'm sick of seeing it.
Amber.
What?
Okay, so I just shouldn't have said anything.
No, you
she
should-
told me she was going to culinary school.
And you praising her, singing her praises. Oh, that's wonderful. But when your wife says it, you hustling backwards.
Business wise, yes, you are hustling backwards. You know how much time it's going to take for you to go to school to what? To do what?
Anthony, I am just
She said 12 months, a year. What degree are you going to get?
my PhD. That's what I
You
talked
think
about.
that's going to take 12 months? You
It
think me
doesn't
praising
matter
her
about
for
how much time it takes. It matters that I want to do it.
Yes, it does. We got more days behind us than we do ahead of us.
I'm sorry, ladies. I am. No, don't worry. Don't mind us. Danielle, are you ready to go?
Yeah, almost.
Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Please.
All right, you guys, welcome to Shade Soup. Thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watched this in the replay. Over here in the chat, we got, let's see, we got Mary, Jermaine, Margaret, Bronze. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's go ahead and read y'all comments real quick. Mary said, Amber is checking out of this marriage. I agree. I think so. Margaret said, Amber was wrong to confront him in public. There are no boundaries between employees and employers. I agree. And Jermaine said the same thing to me in the car when he told me about the skit. I'm going to tell y'all what I said at first so y'all can laugh. Okay. Thank you, Bronze. Thank you so much. Margaret said he bought her a business. Why isn't she focused on bringing revenue into the business? School is her real life business, right? You said Anthony is jealous of Amber to be a man. Yep. And Angelo is in the place to be. What's up, Angelo? And hey to you. All right. So when I initially saw this, and so that's why I can admit stuff when I do it. And Jermaine told me about the skin, and I was listening to it. And I was like, okay. Because he does that. He doesn't support Amber out in front of people. He let people talk to them any kind of way. It was actually the other one. Actually, let me stop right there. I'll tell you about it when we watch it, okay? Anyway, y'all, let me go ahead and do the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is scrolling across that screen. If you guys want to show additional support for this channel, please feel free to thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share, leave a comment, and hype this up. If you want to show more support for this channel, feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, cash up donation at $Shades2, or copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. Thank you guys so much. Now, let's go to the second skit and see when Danielle got into the flavor. All right? And then I'll tell you what I said so y'all can laugh. Some people may not laugh because some may actually agree with me. Okay? But I'll just do them together. Let's go to the next skit. So now, hold on. So here's Danielle. Man, my tongue. Okay, let's go ahead and see this now, y'all. Ooh, it's a lot of bull crap going on in these skits today.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Ladies, I will see you guys later. Anthony.
Hey, hold up, Amber. Just for the record, I cannot stand men who don't support their own wives. You can support everybody else around you, but you can't support your own wife. I have known you for how long, Amber?
Not that long.
Not that long, and I know how special she is. Do you?
I do.
Okay, so how are you going to show it?
Okay, Danielle, with all due respect, you
What
just kind of
respect?
got here.
No, I'm
All
sorry.
right.
I'm sorry. What respect? Because you are the company you keep. The people that you respect, the people you show respect to, those are the people that you care the most about. Do you show that respect to Amber? The same respect that you show to Shauna?
Oh my God. I'm not.
Oh,
I know. Hold
How
on.
did Shauna get it? Because
No.
I said
Because you support her going to school, but you don't support Amber bettering herself. You're sitting up like you think I can't hear you over here.
better.
I heard the entire conversation. She's a made woman because of you.
I didn't
Do you know
say
how
she
smart
was a
she
made
is?
woman because of me.
Excuse me. Do you know how smart she is?
Absolutely.
She can do anything she wants to do. Here you are with all the people in your life. You bringing Abigail in here and everything on
Okay,
the
that
grand
was I did
reopening?
not know
Oh,
that
I'm
she was
sorry.
coming.
I'm sorry. Does she not play mother to your baby?
Okay, now you
Woo!
Too far.
Woo!
You know what? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. Start showing her some respect. As her friend, I have to stand up for her because she's not standing up for herself in this moment. Nobody else is in this room. She tried. You shut her down. Start doing
Woo!
better. You want to go get some drinks? You want to go out still? Because I think you deserve it.
Thank you, Danielle.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I guess we should.
There's a lot of food.
You know, in any other circumstance, maybe I could accept that. But after listening to all the things that you have put her through, it just makes me sick.
Okay,
It just makes me sick.
I appreciate it. I'll see you guys. Bye.
I got these white friends. Like I said, you need to do something special.
What she say? Hold on, look at what she said.
I got these white friends. Like I said, you need to do something special. This is not
do something special. It seems like I can't even open.
You're gonna have to make something. Okay. Like I said, you're gonna have to make a sacrifice. After you know that, you need to make
That was a hot ass juicy mess. Okay, that was explosive. Okay, now I'm not gonna lie. I told you I was gonna keep it real up here. When I first heard and saw, I heard the skit when I was working. I told Jermaine, I don't blame Danielle for going off on Anthony, and I don't give a damn if he was embarrassed because he let other people talk to his wife like that. So I don't. Why should Amber intervene and tell her to be quiet or anything? You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't do that when Darren was going off on her, when Shayla went off on her and disrespected her, or anybody else for that matter. When Angelina was doing it and all these other people. So then Jermaine explained underneath the covenant of marriage, you still cannot allow that, okay? Because it's disrespectful. All right, that's the first thing. And I was like, okay, well, he disrespected her. And he was like, well, you can't do something in retaliation because he did it to you. Because when Amber said that she forgave him, that shouldn't even be thought about anymore. All right. Then I said, okay, well, he's been doing things like this recently. And he still said that you can't still do that because it's not just right. Why would you let your friend belittle your husband in front of everybody? Everybody there. I said the same way he let Darren do that, and Shayla, and Angelina, and all these other people. But again, he said the same thing. You cannot do that. It's the marriage, the covenant between you, God, and your husband and wife, and all of that and stuff. So then I started changing up. I was like, okay, I see where you're going with this, because if she wants this marriage to stay intact, okay, I think she's just mad because he doesn't support her. I can understand that she's salty about Shanna, him supporting Shanna. But this is a conversation you need to have at home with your husband. Everybody in the bar, and not the bar, the restaurant, do not need to be included in this. All right. Even though your husband gets crazy or whatever the case is, that doesn't mean you stoop to the same level. All right. You tell him we need to talk when we get home, point blank. Then that's where you go off on him about taking her side. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If this woman is really plotting something, she'll use that for ammunition. Or if anybody else like Danielle, along with her husband, they can use that for ammunition to finish, continuing to attack them. And even if they're not, you don't air your business out in front of everybody else. That's their problem anyway, just like Jermaine said. When they get into a situation, they have to run and go get advice from everybody. Not telling the entire story. They're just telling the story based on how they feel. So, in this case right here, I think Amber was wrong to let Danielle talk to her husband like that because it's disrespectful. Amber plus Amber shouldn't even, got into that conversation at her place of business in front of everybody. Even if she would have to go back to her office and tell Anthony to go to the office, come to the office with her, she could have voiced her disagreement there. You never air out your personal business in front of everybody, even if you are fed up. There's no excuse, point blank. So in this case, even though I like Amber, Amber was out of line, point blank. She should have stopped Danielle from doing that to her husband and just told Danielle, she don't have to be disrespectful. She could just say, Danielle, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. Okay? That's it. Well, let me see what you guys are saying over here. I'm not going to lie, I enjoyed it too, but I'm just saying what's right and what's wrong. And you are correct right here, Margaret, when you say he bought her a business. Why isn't she focused on bringing revenue into the business? School is her real life business. Okay? You say Anthony is jealous of Amber to be a man. Yep. A lot of men are jealous of the women. Okay, Margaret said Danielle was out of bounds. It wasn't her business. Amber was wrong for letting her husband speak to him like that. Both of these women still resent being in their marriages. They sure do. And since they've been talking and trying to get that sisterhood thing going on, and yeah, I get it. We don't want no man taking advantage of us because I'm the same way. But you can't do certain things out in public, and you can't let other people disrespect your spouse, whether it's your husband or your wife. Okay, Anthony shouldn't do that, and she shouldn't do it either. At some time in our lives, we definitely have to start being more mature. And like I said, it took Jermaine to tell me earlier that's not right. And then you retaliate. If you forgave somebody, you forgave them. You don't bring it back up. You know what I'm saying? And Mary said exactly. You said I enjoyed it myself. I did too. I'm not gonna lie, Margot. Thank you for being here, Tina. Thank you for being here. I'm not gonna lie, dear, but it's not right. I think Amber is fed up. She is ready to leave. That's what I told Jermaine. I think she's fed up. But still, he was like, you still don't handle that like that. He said, I think he supports her, but when he gives her business advice, she gets very emotional. Okay. You said they both are wrong. Both of them constantly speak on their business to everyone. They sure do. Anthony is envious and jealous of Amber. I definitely agree with that. She worried about Amber's husband. She better be worried about her own man. I know that's right. Because he tried to get him some chocolate delight. Yeah, her friend. I meant her friend. What did you say right here? Okay. Let's see where you missed it out. Okay. Okay, Margaret. Hey, Stephanie, what's up? Darren talks to Amber any kind of way. Anthony says nothing. Sure doesn't. Hey, Sylvester. Doesn't want to do anything nice for Amber. No vacation, just ignoring her needs and interests while reminiscing about Shayla. And I agree with that too. But at the same time, we don't need to stoop to his level. If Amber wants out of that marriage, go ahead and divorce this dude, okay, and be done with it, and get herself together so she can start anew. But if she does want her marriage, then she can't do anything to make it worse than what it is right now, okay? And she can still go off on him, but you just can't do it out there in front of everybody because some people may be secretly plotting to take money from you guys and take all of their money. You just never know what people be doing. or secretly plotting, because they don't want your marriage to be happy because theirs is not cool. You just never know. You just don't be telling everybody your business and do your business out in front of everybody. Like I said, she could have easily told Anthony, I need to speak to you. Can you come back to the office? Okay. Or I need to speak to you when we get home. And if Danielle felt like she needed to say what she needed to say, Amber could have stopped her and say, I got this, Danielle. Thank you, but I got it. And then explain to her, later on why she did that. That's what I think. You said Amber allowed Anthony to get a dose of his own medicine. She sure did. Amber doesn't want that marriage. Anthony needs to sign the divorce papers. He doesn't want to sign. Yep. Again, I think these people need counseling too. I know y'all say shade Steve always to my counseling, but it works. So I think they need counseling too. Okay, point blank. Well, I don't know if he's actually 100% jealous of her, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Anthony. I don't know if it's jealousy or what. Because like when she was had the bar, why would you want your wife to give up something she's absolutely great in and she's making y'all more money? If anything, he would have said, hire a manager so you can be at home. Why sell the whole bar? So right there, that speaks jealousy because she was making the bar work. Okay. And he used the excuse he wants her to be at home, but she could have still been at home. All she had to do was hire someone else to manage. And she just go to the bar maybe once or twice a week. That's it. So when he basically forces her to, sell her part of the business, to me, that is jealousy. That right there is. Right. And that's not good. So that's kind of jealousy too, because you don't want your wife, you're jealous of what your wife may get if she goes out, her successes, that she may get, if she does her own thing. Just like with this bar, I think he knew that this restaurant, I think he knew that this restaurant would not be a success. Okay, because it wasn't a success when they walked in there. So, what's up, Jerry Brown? What's up? So that's why I think he actually did that. That bar, this restaurant. I mean, because he knew it wasn't going to be, a boom. It wasn't going to be booming. Okay, he knew it was going to be just like it is. I think he is kind of jealous of Amber's success. Okay, because he knows that she will be successful in certain things. That's why he keeps telling her, oh, don't do this. I remember she said she can get Country Wayne to come in here and do a comedy show to bring people in. He was like, no. Okay, so the thing is though, I think he probably is. I think he was in at the late nights, but why isn't she putting that energy into the restaurant? Yeah, but the thing is, Margaret, again, he could have told her to hire a manager, okay? And that manager could be there late nights and she can come up at home. Matter of fact, she could be at home many days and she can go to the bar once or twice a week earlier and, just be home at a certain time because she would have a manager to be there and to oversee the bar. But he didn't do that. He wanted her to stop altogether because he does not want her to be, independent like that. But Amber has waited until they get home and he just tells her what she wants to hear. Right. And that's nothing he'd be faking right there. Then when they are in public, he does the exact same thing. Right. He'd be faking with that. And one thing that I'm really, truly displeased with Anthony about is the fact how he was questioning Shayla about coming into that house and reminiscing about things they did when he was committing adultery. So that's what I was thinking about earlier when I told the name. I'm glad Amber let her friend tell him off, But, listening to him, I said he was right, you know what I'm saying, about what he was saying. You don't stoop to his level. Right, stoop. Thank you, Jerry. You don't stoop to his level or anything. You know what I'm saying? You still maintain, maturity and, represent, especially when she says she's a Christian woman. Okay? Anthony want Amber home, take care of his baby, while him and Shayla can be running around. While he doing everything, and Lord knows, that could be true. He's definitely a narcissist. If she would have said no to selling that bar, he would have had a baby. Okay, we know he can't have a baby, but he would have had a baby. Right, he keeps on talking about what he provides. The husband is supposed to lead. Aunt isn't leading. Amber wants to be happy, and he's not making her happy. Right. The thing about it, I don't like it when any dude start talking about what he paid for. Let me tell y'all something. If you are the head of the household and you're the leader, don't you supposed to pay for stuff? So why do y'all always talk about what y'all pay? Just do what you need to do as a man. Point blank. That's right. He definitely likes to be in control. Yep. It sure is. I think Anthony wants to be the only successful one in the party. He wants her to be like Shayla, a dependent of just a concubine. I believe that too. You know what I'm saying? He wants her to depend solely on him. Hell, I would be glad if my wife worked. Huh? But that means I have more money though. For real. If I was a man and I had a successful wife like Amber, that bar can stay open, girl. I ain't lying, it can stay open. Okay? I want you to be at home with me a lot so you can hire a manager. You can go to your bar 2 days out of the week. Just gonna be out all night there. Come home by at least 12 o'clock and it's good. All right? Because I want you to be successful. So I won't have to do everything financially, okay? It need to be in progress. It really does. She sure does. You think, Stephanie? Are you talking about having Wayne come to the club and do a comedy show? Well, she could have asked, I don't know, she could have talked to Iman. Maybe he knows some people that can come there, another comedian or some singer that maybe somewhat retired, but still, people would love to see them. You know what I'm saying? Like Johnny Gill or somebody like that. Yeah, some do. That's why he likes Shayla. And plus, she got it tooted up. And she, basically does everything. She caters to him. Me too. I would have went there too. I would have been going to the business, helping her and things. That's why I know he's jealous. Because he didn't even try to do none of that. He just didn't want her to be in that business because it was successful. And he does not like to see her being more successful or just as successful as him. He just made a comment. I can't remember what it was. He just made a comment that pretty much indicates how he thinks. But I don't remember what he said. You said you gonna have. Yeah, I seen Johnny Gill at the Taste of Soul. Went to the Taste of Soul out in I think it was Inglewood, if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere over there. And we having a good time. All of a sudden, somebody shouts in the damn crowd, "G-U-N." Y'all, the white people that were there, it was a few there. All the black people started running. I had already schooled my kids on what to do when we are in certain areas, right? And I told them, don't be waiting on me, just go, run. That's exactly what they did. My son ran to his dad. My 2 daughters was gone, okay? But Shay's 2 got out the way too, but I don't be running like that because I already know. For one thing, I'm not trying to fall. That's the first thing. And secondly, people be panicking when they run and you end up getting shot and things like that. So I just basically walked fast and got out the way and stuff. But it was a trip. So Johnny Gill was there. Ralph what's his name? Tresmont was there. It was jamming too. There was a lot of people there and stuff. But they messed it up with this black dude and this Latino guy got into it. And I think the black dude, G-U-N, fell out of his pocket or something. And then when it fell, somebody who saw the fight, I guess, they screamed out GUN, and everybody started running. They was knocking women down. That's another reason why I didn't run. My kids are so fast, they was already gone, okay? But, you know, older people, you know, 40-year-olds, stuff like that, you know, everybody going to get a little bit slower, you know. And they were gone. But people were getting knocked down. They walked all over this girl and stuff. She was bleeding. So I was like, I don't want no part of that shit and stuff. But it was a trip. But Johnny Gill, he was there. He was singing his butt off. When they start screaming out GUN, I think Johnny's team took him off the stage, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, it was a trip. And I'll never go to another taste of soul, okay, in Inglewood. I never will. That was a hot mess. No, I didn't. What is the name of it? So if I was Amber, I would handle my business. However, I would choose just as he does. Me too. He wanted Shayho to come into the house and cross the line. At the look they gave each other after Amber said, I don't care, it's loading. Shayho brings nothing to a relationship. Amber does. That's why I don't understand why he still fantasizes about Shay. Okay? Because the thing is, the only thing she brings to the table is tuning up. But what woman can't tune it up in the maid outfit? Okay? That's one asset most women have is their body and what's between their, you know what, okay? So as long, you can put on the maid outfit and you can tune it up too. But the thing is, you got yourself a prize when you have a woman who has a good career, that's intelligent, that's a good mother, that cooks for you, that can keep the house clean, and she can entertain you in the you know what room, and she's respectful and trying to be submissive and all that stuff. You know, you have a good woman when you have that. And then she looks good, got a nice body, take care of herself and all that. So if you got this whole entire complete package, why would you go and stoop to that level to hook up with this woman's best friend? And then don't use no type of protection and then get her pregnant. So for me, I don't know if I could have still been married to him in the first place. He would be history, because I'm not getting ready to stay married to a dude that cheats with my friend and get her pregnant and be very disrespectful to me, period. I'm not doing it. Right, Anthony Q could come in, right? Whatever happened to him? Yeah, hey, Dale Marie, he definitely could use him. And thank you for being here. Anthony said Amber is for the world. He complained about how Amber was dressed. What's wrong with the way she dresses? Shayla dresses like a whore, okay? He doesn't say anything. Not all the time, but sometimes she does, okay? So, but he doesn't say anything, all your chest showing out and shit, the little short little dresses and stuff. Come on now. Amber don't wear anything like that. So what is he talking about? Oh, okay, I'm about to check that out. I haven't heard it, but I will check it out. Oh, yeah, I forgot about them cheap-ass Dollar Tree cleaning supplies, okay. Shayhola. Oh, okay, Shayhola. Shayhola or Shayola. No, Shayhola. Okay. And somebody else says Shayho. All right. Yeah, we are crazy. But like I said, you know, as far as allowing this woman to disrespect her husband, I definitely see, you know, what Jermaine is saying, even though I was laughing at the whole skit. But yeah, just talk about that in your household, because you never know. Let's say if Danielle and her husband are secretly plotting something and they're trying to break up their marriage, because, you know, when you get two people apart and going in at each other, it's easier to do whatever you're planning on to doing. But when two people are solid in a marriage, right, they're solid, it's harder to infiltrate them when those two people are working together. So anybody who wants to infiltrate someone, they're going to try to build a wedge in between you guys, right? And so therefore they can be able to attack quicker and easier. So hopefully they're not trying to do that, because if they are, Amber doing this out in public and letting anybody know her business, you know, it's just not a good look. Okay. Oh, really? Okay. You said Shay Lulu? Okay. Shay Lucy. Shay Lucy. Shit. Okay. Anthony. Good. Amber wife is not reaching Anthony. Maybe she needs to show him her other side. Detroit Amber, the one Wayne saw at the gas station with his cousin. I didn't see that skit. What's the name of that skit? Because I want to laugh. I'm sorry Amber was happier with Wayne. She sure was. Aunt doesn't want a good wife. He wants a HOE. Amber keeps Kai more than Shayla. Amber dresses classy. Shayho barely covers herself. Aunt never had good intentions coming back to Amber. I know. He was still plotting, right? And he still got some of his money hidden. But he's not being entirely honest. And then that stuff he just did with Shayho the other day, that shows you that he's still trying to get back on that. Okay? He really is. Okay, let's see the skit where he's going off on Amber now. They sure are. Very low. Hey, Miriam. Keisha said that her Savage was activated. Detroit Amber activated. Hey, Letitia. Okay. That may be true, Letitia. Could be. Yep. And she didn't like that. Yep. Now he's trying to act like he doesn't like Amber's cooking. I agree 100%. Anthony is a piece of shit, y'all. I keep on saying that over and over again because that's exactly what he is. Now, let's go ahead and look at the part where he went off on her. Okay, let's see this. Come out of there. Sabo. Come out of there. Come out of there. Okay? Thank you. Okay, so listen better than the kids do. They just like kids. Don't come up here. No food. You cannot get this hamburger. You have to eat your own food. Go eat your food. Go eat your food. Okay, you're not getting this. And once you start it, you won't stop asking. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and watch this.
What the hell was that?
What was what, Anthony? What? You tell me.
Making a scene out there and then letting your friend, who you've known for a hot second,
What? Stand up for me?
stand up for you.
Yes.
No. It's not about standing up for you. That was not her place. I would never let Dalen, Ben, any of my friends cuss you out.
What? Disrespect me? Because you got that, right?
I didn't disrespect you.
You won't let them because you do it. No, you do.
No.
Yes.
No, you let everybody talk to me sideways. Ernestine, Danielle, who else? So, one thing about respect, it has to be reciprocated.
Got it.
So you're saying I don't support you, but you just let everybody talk crazy to me.
I wonder why.
Your husband. Oh, so what is this? Tit for tat?
I don't know, Anthony. I don't know. Who cares about other people disrespecting you when your own spouse disrespects you on a daily?
You're mad because I told a woman who cooks that it would be good for her to go to culinary school.
You just don't get it. You just don't get
I
it.
probably don't.
No, you don't.
I don't.
It's not a probably. You don't get it.
No, what I do get is that you let that woman, and she's, oh my God, she is so lucky. She's one of my friends' wives. Because I don't, you know what?
Because what, Aunt?
No. No.
See,
This is not more about, this isn't about her. This is about you.
No, this is about you. And it's about you playing victim all the time.
Victim.
Yes. Just like at our grand opening when a girl was touching your chest, you got a problem with me checking her. You got a problem with me having an issue of you not supporting me, Anthony, on a consistent basis. You're not taking care of my car. I can go down the list, and
your car.
Yes, my car that my husband should be taking care of. I'm a married woman. I shouldn't have to take care of my car anymore. I shouldn't.
Is that what this is about?
No, it's about everything, and that's the problem.
You live in a multi-million-dollar house that you did not pay for.
Anthony,
And you're talking about what I haven't
I
done
didn't
for
need your house.
you?
I had a beautiful condo myself.
Condo.
Who cares?
Okay.
It was just me. And
Okay.
it was beautiful. And it was peaceful.
Okay.
But living in your big mansion is not very peaceful, Anthony.
Okay. Well, you didn't have a problem with it before.
See?
And you keep talking about what I haven't done for you. Need I remind you, it was your cousin Phil who told me about you to invest in Bar 44. You needed an investor. I was that.
Oh.
All right.
Anthony
Let's not forget.
Anthony saves the day. He made Amber.
I
right?
didn't say that.
No, you said I'm a
Stop
made
putting
woman.
words in my mouth.
You said I'm a made woman. Who made me, Anthony? Huh? You? I had my own before you. I will have my own after you.
Woo!
Fine.
Damn. Well. I guess she told him, huh? Let me see what y'all saying over here. Let's see. You say Amber's too good for Anthony. I agree. I really want to see them win. Seriously. They need to throw away Anthony and Shayla. They definitely do. Hey, Marion, thank you for being here. You said when Amber told him she had her own before him and she would have her own after him, it shook him. Hey, she just let him know that, dude, I got one leg in this marriage and one leg out of it, or 1 foot in the marriage and 1 foot out of the marriage. Amber has been taking advice from Danielle. What does Danielle do besides a housewife? Amber needed to wait until she got home to talk to Anthony, and I definitely agree with her waiting till she gets home to talk to Anthony. Point blank. Tina said, Amber, please leave Anthony. Anthony acts too sweet. Danielle didn't tell Amber to talk to Aunt. Amber was mad because he never supports or has her back on anything. I agree. I guess he forgot Shayho kicking him, threatening to spit on him, keeping him hostage. Yep. When he asked Chase about cheating and Ben, it's only a matter of time. Shayho never cooks. Okay? Right. Her mother did all the time. Now, but she doing the most for Iman, though. She doing it all. But the thing is that Amber was right what she was saying to him, okay? Because he does not support his wife. Point blank. Okay? And again, he let he let Darren say all that stuff to her. When he first got into this restaurant business, he let Shanna say all that stuff about his wife when he should have checked her, and he didn't do it. Okay? He let Angelina say things about his wife. He let Shayla, he corrected Shayla once, and then he started correcting her a little bit more later on. Okay? So the thing is, how can you want your wife to support you when you don't support her? Now, granted, I don't think she should have discussed this in front of everybody at the restaurant. She should have waited till she got home. But Anthony, he really deserves to be told off. For real, for real. I guess he forgot she hoped. Oh, okay, we already read that. Yes, Amber. She didn't leave that mansion when he left. If it doesn't give her any peace, she sure did. She stayed there. But you know what? It's not the mansion that she's not getting peace with. It's this dude right here she's not getting peace with, okay? That's who she's not getting peace with. Because she did have peace after she got him out of her mind in the mansion. It's this dude right here. This dude right here, Anthony. Yeah. You said he did tell her she doesn't need to go to school. Nobody will hire her. Who? What is Amber PhD for? What was she majoring in for her master's? She would do better on business by attending seminars. I don't know, sometimes people major and stuff and get degrees and stuff and don't even do it. I mean, my degree is in business management. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes people get these degrees, they may work at it for a minute if they work at it at all. This all depends. Oh wow. Yep. At all. At all. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look at that. I want to see that because that's a trip. I'm gonna see if I can pull that up real quick. Let me screenshot that so we can see that so I can laugh. I don't think I ever seen that because I stopped watching Country Wayne for about an hour because it was just the same old shit over and over again. I got sick of it. That's when her and Wayne was together. They was breaking up. I didn't even know her and Anthony had gotten together until I watched it one day out of the blue. I just decided to go and check out Country Wayne. And so when I started watching it, I was like, damn, I want to talk about this on my channel. Maybe I should start talking about Country Wayne. And that's what I did a year ago. Okay. Their marriage may be coming to an end. Amber has changed since she conducted her true feelings for Wayne at the card party. I actually think Letitia, she started changing when she started listening to Danielle. If she's so unhappy, why doesn't she leave home? That's what I said before. Amber getting her PhD enables her to teach online, write books, conduct seminars. You're right, honey. You are right. My oldest daughter has her PhD, and she was an assistant. She was a teacher at first for gifted kids, and then she advanced on to assistant principal. She was training to be a principal. Then she decided, I don't know why she decided to do some position with the Board of Education there. So that's what she does now. I guess it pays more. I don't know. He started correcting Shayhola when he got tired of her and wanted to go back to Amber. And that's what he did. He sure did. Wouldn't have left either. He's the one that packed up. She could get a PhD in economics, business administration. Yep. Anthony told her that. She said she wanted to go back to school. She can get a PhD because it can help her in a business that she's doing now, right? Okay. I wanted to get my PhD, but I had to stop. Anthony told Amber, you're going back to school is a dumb idea. And you two, oh, please. I want to listen to that anyway. So many people be going back to school, the oldest ever. That's not going to make her go backwards. Sometimes people, long time ambition is to go to school and get whatever degree they may have been wanting, for the longest. It's just like with me. I don't care about it now, but I wanted to get my, my PhD and stuff. But of course, first I got to get my master's. I didn't know you could do a dual degree program. So you can do a dual degree program where you can get your bachelor and your master's. Okay. Anthony thinks that he can buy his way in and out of everything. I agree, he sure does. And you say Anthony doesn't want Amber or Shayho. He loves his money. He definitely does love that money. Amber been mentally and emotionally checked out of the marriage. She sure did recently. Okay. She would be hustling backwards, and he had an aunt that was too old and who would hire her. But the thing is, she's not trying to get nobody to hire her. She's doing her own business. So therefore, it can help her with her business. And if she wants to go back to school, I don't care what Anthony says, I would go back. She should have stayed separated longer and sought counseling. He discouraged her from getting her PhD, saying it's worthless. It is not. Meanwhile, Shayho doesn't have a penny of her own. Everybody know a PhD is not worthless. Okay, only an idiot would say that. Once you have a business, a PhD is really not necessary. Remember, it may be her lifelong dream to get her PhD. Okay, it could be that. That's what some people wants to do that. They want that doctor right there at the beginning of their name. And that's just a long time thing. There's nothing wrong with her wanting to get her PhD, regardless of how old she is. She's been 40-something years old either. Some people get their PhD in their 50s, 60s. It's never too late unless you're in the grave, okay? Of course, Amber leaves the house more too because she doesn't want to be around Anthony. Wow. She does leave. It's Anthony, really. It's Anthony. I think she's trying to keep that marriage together because of, the Bible. But, he did commit adultery, but since she forgave him, she can't use that excuse now. She should have never taken him back. I agree with that because I definitely couldn't. A man touching on another woman, getting pregnant, laying up in the bed with her, bringing her into your house, all types of weird stuff. So now, like I said before, I could have never taken this dude back, ever. I mean, ever. Okay? I mean, just to tighten up her skills. That's why you would go back to school. If she wants to go to school, she should be allowed to go back to school. Okay? For whatever reason she wants to go back. And a business plan does not take that long to write. I had to do a bunch of them in the business management class. Now she can get a PhD in just what she's doing right now, business management, entrepreneurship or something. And then just strengthen her skills in that, and she may be able to utilize those skills to make a better business. Because even before she obtains her PhD, she's going to be taking, classes and stuff that she can use in her business. I know. She can still run. Listen, she can run the business and go to school too. I had kids and went to college and work. Okay, so you can do all of those things at the same time, and that's why you hire a manager. Okay, the manager to operate everything in the business like a manager does, to manage the business, and then you oversee everything. You don't have to be there because you're the owner. You know how many people own business and they don't be there? They hire a manager, and you just come oversee. You look at the books. You have a financial advisor to look over everything too. He sure would. I don't know. Who do you guys think is going to apologize first? Probably Anthony. Yeah, but a lot of people don't have a degree. But if a person's personal ambition is to get a degree, who are we to say what they should or should not do? If that's their personal, goal, they can do it. It's just like with me. If I had enough money, I would go back and get my master's right now. Okay, because that just would be a personal goal. I stress to my kids to get the highest degrees that they could get. Oldest daughter got a PhD. Okay, oldest son got a master's. Okay, other daughter decided that school wasn't for her. She just got a real good job. She was blessed. Everybody don't get those same blessings. And some people do have to go to college. You know what I'm saying? And when you get your PhD, it guarantees that you'll make six figures. Okay, that PhD speaks a lot. Of course, Amber doesn't need it, but for her own personal ambition, you know what I'm saying? That's why she's doing it. And plus, if something happens where her and Anthony get a divorce, then she'll have that PhD to fall back on. Okay. Oh, thank you for being here, and thanks, and welcome to Shades too. Yeah, I had babies, when I was going to college and stuff, and I remember breastfeeding that little boy in there, and he was whining, and I would try to go to college, right, and breastfeed him before I go to college, and then I would leave him there with the kids and with my husband, and I'll go to the school, right, to the university and take my classes and try to take him in between the time he wanted to breastfeed again, because he wouldn't take a bottle. So, I would do like 2-hour classes, but a lot of times I did the 4-hour stuff, and he would just have to wait till I come back and they would feed him baby cereal or something like that. And then my other daughter, I took her to school, because sometimes my instructor or professor, he would let me bring, my child with me as long as he's not crying or anything like that. But she didn't cry, and like even when I was younger and I had my oldest kids, I had my oldest daughter young, right? And so I took her to college with me a bunch of times. He told me as long as she didn't say anything, basically doing the most, she could come because I couldn't get a babysitter, right? So I used to take her with me, and I would give her a paper and a pencil or crayon, and she would sit right there and do her little coloring. And that's the one with the PhD while I was in school. You know what I'm saying? Because my goal was to go to college and get my degree, but I wanted all 3 of them. But I had to stop and stuff, So I'm just glad my kids were able to fulfill their educational goals. And it's good. Some people have those goals to go to college, some don't. You know, I don't force my kids to do anything. That's another thing I don't do. A lot of parents do that, but I don't. You know, when they get grown, I don't force them. You know, I give them 3 options when they get 18. You can go to college, you can go to a regular 4-year university, or you can go to a junior college, or you can go to the military. Those are the choices. Okay? So they pick one of those. You're right, because that shit is just taking money, honey. But she needs to, she does need to focus on her business and bring some people in. And I think the way she could do that, you know what I'm saying? Because I also majored in business management. She needs to figure out what her market is, what type of things these people like, and all of that. And she needs to go ahead and do it. And I think, honestly, in a restaurant, she should have like a comedy, a person to come in, whether it's comedy or singing or something like that, to bring customers in. All right, to bring customers in. And then maybe on Saturdays she could do a karaoke night or something else that would be fun. Maybe, yeah, karaoke or something like that, because that would be fun. A lot of people do karaoke in their restaurants, and that would be fun. And then on Sunday brunch, you know, like they do at restaurants. You know, have a brunch, set one price for different, not one price, but set a price, just a basic price for each meal that you have for the Sunday brunch thing. Okay, I think she need to do something like that. And even if she did have to use Country Wayne, but she could use somebody else. I mean, use him to get people to come, because if you see Country Wayne's name up there, people are going to come, and then they're going to buy food. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be money coming in. And then you can do karaoke night. I don't know. I mean, give away a little gift or something. I don't know. People, they don't give a damn. If you give them $50 to the winner, they are happy. But since she's not making no revenue, you can't do that. Just let them come in and do it, and maybe get a little trophy or something to give out or something like that. Those do not cost that much. And do that on maybe Saturdays, and then the brunch on Sundays. And then Monday through Thursday, you just have a regular restaurant, but maybe you want to incorporate something that doesn't cost much to give out, like restaurants do. You buy this entree, you get this for free, like a little dessert or something like that. You have to do these things if you want to get people to come into your business, okay? Point blank. When I used to operate my own daycare center, that's exactly what I did. Something, not having a person come to perform because it's a daycare, but basically I gave away certain things to get people to come to my daycare, okay? Like, for example, the registration fee would be a little lower versus, some of the regular daycare centers who charge ridiculous prices for the registration, or the weekly rate would be lower or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to do some type of incentives. Right, and that's that. I understand she wants to be submissive and he's the head of household, but that doesn't mean you have to get permission for every single thing that you do. You got that right, but if they want to go to college, then they can do that if that's what they want to do. Okay, if they are paying for their school or paying loans back, that's on them, Margaret, if they want to go to school or not. That's good. Congratulations. Okay. That's right. Get your education. Because Shay's too definitely got hers, honey. And if I could get my PhD and my master's degree, I would definitely have it. And like I said, if I would have known in time enough, I would have gotten my master's with my Bachelor of Science degree. Okay. So yeah, I think it's good to go to school. I think it's good to obtain knowledge. All right. A lot of people that I meet don't know anything about the medical field. They be asking me stuff. And the thing is, I'm like, the book is there. A medical book is there. If you don't understand certain things, you can look it up, especially on Google. It pays to know about your body. All right. Just like it pays to know about the laws. Even if you can't remember some things, you should be able to, you should know how to go and find out information. That's why Shay's Tube is always going on Google, going into the medical books or the law, books and looking up stuff. All right, that's why I always do that. And that's what you're supposed to do. It pays to know things in this world today. Y'all like to bring up race and stuff, so I'll say this. A lot of people of different race think black people don't read. All right? So we need to change that perception. We need to change that. Now, remember, I told y'all at nighttime, I already did it earlier today by mistake. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So when I make these bloopers, it's because I'm trying to talk a certain way so I won't bite my tongue or my cheek, because I did that earlier today and I wasn't even talking. I don't know why I keep on doing that. I got the accident as well. They told me I needed a mouthpiece or something. That damn thing costs a whole lot. So I'm going to see what else they can recommend, because I'm sick of doing that shit. Nothing hurts like when you do that. Man, either I do it to my jaw or either to my tongue or either to my lip. And that's crazy. But it may be coming from me popping my jaw. Like I said, I got to stop doing that. I'm going to have to just stop doing it for about a week to see if I still do that. Because it's hard as hell trying to talk and not, bite areas in your mouth. So if I make any bloopers, that's the reason why, because the way I'm trying to talk without, doing that. Usually I have gum on the side of my mouth, but I'm tired of chewing gum. It almost makes you feel not good too. You know what I'm saying? Right, and which I don't blame her. In this day and time, you have to be independent, honey. Even if you're married, because if you don't, you can be left, holding on everything yourself, and then you be out here struggling. And if you're single, you definitely need to have a plan. Okay, that's why so many black women be in poverty. Okay, because they, just don't be having plans. And this is another thing too. This is why a lot of black people, in general, like when they retire, they be still struggling. And who wants to be like that? You know what I'm saying? So get all the education you can, if you want to have that education, even if you don't go to college, just get the education by picking up a book, looking online, or whatever you need to do so you won't get taken advantage of. Okay, point blank. Oh yeah, Lisa's a trip though. Well, you're right. And if they need to get rid of her. They need to get rid of Shanna, whatever her name is. She would have been fired. If that was my business, that bee would be fired. For real. She would be fired. As a matter of fact, she would have never been put in the contract. I don't care about all that. I'm giving you $300,000. Girl, get your butt on out of here on everything. That's how Shay's too is. She wouldn't be working for me. Yeah, you could do that. None of them black people love them wings. White people do too. These chicken restaurants, this Popeyes and stuff, be packed. Okay, it'd be nothing but white people. Oh, thank you, Sylvester. You think she should sell the restaurant and go back to school? She'll never find peace and happiness being anchored to Aunt Sheho and Kai. When a woman's fed up, she's fed up, huh? Oh, really? Okay. What is your degree in, Margaret? I think he did this purposely. Hold on, I can't even talk. I think he did this on purpose, okay? And he knew that business was not going to be successful. But I think Amber can turn it around, especially doing the Country Wayne skits. You know what I'm saying? In Skitville land. Hold on, y'all. I got hot sitting up here. Hold on. Yeah. I think for her, if they write it in a skit, she can turn that around and make that business successful. What I think she needs to do is stop focusing so much on Anthony supporting her. And I think she needs to show him. Wait, this damn thing is too hot. Let me see. Yeah. I think she needs to show him what she's made of and show him that she can have a successful restaurant. I don't think she needs to give up. I think she needs to show him and stop asking him for advice and his permission. Girl, go do your celeb night and have somebody famous come in like Country Wayne, do a comedy night, plus you get the dinner. Because I went to a restaurant like that, okay? I went to this restaurant, I think it was last year or the year before. I think it was last year. And the restaurant, I didn't even know it was a comedy place. They had a comedian there on certain nights, okay? And I went in there, and you have dinner, they got a bar, and the comedian comes on like at 9 o'clock. Now, if you don't want to see the comedian, the comedy show, you can leave. You don't have to come. But if you come at 9 o'clock or 8:30, then you pay for the show, okay? Because he told me the next time I come in here, because I didn't see the actual ad because he came in a little bit earlier, he told me I can come in for free. But I didn't go back or anything. Maybe I'll go back this year. But she could do that. And then I think they have like karaoke. I forgot what day. They have karaoke too. And people like Shades too can go in there and do karaoke and have fun. You see, because people like to do karaoke. And that could bring a lot of people into that restaurant. You know? So I think they should do something like this. Really? Okay, that's some good information to know. That is some good information to know. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jermaine. Let me see if y'all picked out, if y'all continue to vote. Let's see. And then I got to do another live too, man. I don't know why at nighttime I'd be more prone to do that shit too. I'm going to have to look that up a little bit more. I did look it up once before. So anyway, still. So I asked everybody, I said, y'all, let's pick out a name for our Country Wayne Skits Reaction Live Chat, okay? You know, a name for you guys over here. So number 1 was Skit Squad. Number 2, Replay Gang. Number 3, the Skit Reaction Crew, aka DSRC. So 62% says Skit Squad. 15% said Replay Gang. 23% said the Skit Reaction Crew. Y'all head on over to my community board, look for that poll, and go ahead and make your, do your vote so we can pick a good name for our chat over here. Now, I think Skit Squad is going to win, so because it's leading right now. So we will see. Hold on, let me go back to Country Wayne stuff. Okay, so anyway, you said get television in there for men to watch. Oh, I forgot about that. Damn, you're right, Stephanie. Right. Get a TV in there for men to watch the game. Yep. Ladies club lunches, and on Sunday let churches come and eat the brunch. Okay, Stephanie. All right, girl. All right. Look at Anthony in this video. He's thinking about what he's going to gain control back of Amber, because trying to regain control back with Shayla. Yep. Anthony did this on purpose for sure. He doesn't want her to succeed. I think he did that on purpose too, Tina. He knows good and damn well that that restaurant was already a failure. Now, she can outsmart him though by making it a success. You say she sure does, Stephanie. Shit. She needs to get rid of that damn lady. And that's stupid. She should have kept DoorDash. I mean, not Doe. I'm thinking about DoorDash. She should have kept DoorDash in Uber Eats, okay? That's my little side hustle job. I actually did a pretty good this week just passed, I actually did good. Okay, I went back to my normal salary and stuff. So this week I made $1,026 for the whole week. That's pretty good for doing delivery. A side hustle. So yeah, so every week I try to aim, for a pretty good amount. So I was happy about that this past week. So yeah, you can make a little something, especially if you are, you have someone else that works, you know what I'm saying? And y'all working as a team, and you want to have more flexibility to be at home with your kids, to be able to pick them up, to be able to take them to school, to be able to go to their schools and do stuff like that. And I definitely wanted to be here with these three, because with my oldest kids, I used to always work. I was teaching school, plus I had a second job. I used to do security on the side for a second job, when I was single. Plus I taught at the private school. And then I used to go work out every damn day. I used to always be busy. But you know what, y'all? Even though when I used to be busy all the time, I still went to my kids' school, went to their functionings, dropped them off to school, picked them up. I did it all, but it was hard. But I did it all. And plus, I still managed to take them out. We went to museums, to art museums, to the Galleria, all the galleries, everything. And I used to also have fun, by myself as well. So, but, now when I got married, I was like, man, my husband was like, I was still working then, but he was like, it's cheaper for me to stay at home because, daycare costs. And then I also realized that maybe I would like to be at home with them, to be able to, help them more. And plus I started to homeschool my kids, the ones that wanted to be homeschooled. I homeschooled them for a little bit. And I ended up homeschooling my other daughter, Jade, almost all throughout her school years, okay, with the exception to maybe her last 3 years. And then she went online and stuff. So I'm glad that I did make the choice to be a stay-at-home mother with these last three, because with the first three, I couldn't do it. I had to work and stuff. So that's why I say it's very important for women to get as much education that they can so you can make it easier for you. Because it is a known fact when you do have a degree, you do get a chance to, make a little bit more money than people who don't. Now, some people do get blessed where they do get a good job, even if they don't have a degree, but that does not apply to everyone, okay? So it's always good to stay prepared or to get prepared so you can make a good, future for you and your kids, especially if you are single. And even if you're married, you need to, because you never know. And that's why she should have got a vegetarian menu as well. Okay, she should get special menus anyway, because some people can't eat all that stuff. Yeah, but that's why I told her she ain't too dumb when it comes to Shayla, because she was making Shayla pay. Good night, Dale Marie. Thank you so much for being here. And y'all, we got another 15 minutes or so, then we're gonna be out here. Let me go ahead and show this other skit real quick. Okay, let's go ahead, because I want to get Bethany out of here so y'all can laugh. Oh my gosh, I am so silly. So I think that's going to be it that I'm going to show with Amber them tonight. Let me make sure what else they got. And I'll show anything else with them tomorrow, because it's like skit out the skit with them. Okay, I think that was the last one for them. All right, so let me show this first. I got to show this. We already saw Darren, right, going off. Now we're going to see Miss Gladys' nephew coming in. Hold on, let me see where it's at. So hold on. I think it's this skit right here. Let's put this up here. With Mrs. Gladys. Gets to blow. Let's see. So we can see it right here. We could do it. Let's do it on here and here, okay?
Yeah, this little house makes the big house. Yeah, it's right here. Come on. Hey, baby.
What's going on, nothing?
You don't understand what happened to me today. It's just been horrible.
No, sit down.
Can't even get myself together. It's just like, I can't believe this happened.
Talk to me. Hey.
This never would have happened if my Earl had been here. You don't understand. This man came over here. He was mad about his wife or something.
Okay.
And he came and brushed up against me, hit me, everything.
He hit you?
Yeah.
Where's he at?
He's over there. I don't know if he's over there now, but he's with the people who live over there. I don't want no trouble now.
Nah, you should call me if you want trouble.
No, I just got out of prison. I don't want you to have to come back.
Nah, going back tonight.
No, listen.
Open the door. You, open the door.
No, listen.
Come on. What's going on, man? Put your hands on my auntie.
No, that's not him. That's not him. That's not him. That's not him. That's Mike. He's a good guy. It's not him.
What's going on? Who is this?
You don't know what happened to
It
John.
don't
John
matter
didn't
what
tell you what happened to me today.
Apparently,
This man.
your homie put his hands on my auntie.
It
What are you
was
talking
man,
about?
anything. That guy, what's his name, Darren or whatever? I don't know.
What are you talking about, baby?
Yeah, baby.
So I'm you right here. So you coming in, how he come in?
He came in like this and pushed up against me and everything.
Okay, so did he brush past you?
Yeah, he brushed past my body like this, like I ain't nobody.
Okay. So at what point did you like, did he hit you?
Well, I thought he was gonna hit me. He was coming at me so aggressively.
Whoa.
Nobody pushed up against me.
Whoa,
like
hold
that.
on. So he didn't hit you.
He was gonna hit me. I could tell he was gonna hit me.
Do you understand?
Her stupid ass about to have her nephew go back to prison over some foolishness. This is why I say y'all better stop overreacting, okay? And stop letting people get y'all caught up in situations. Find out what happened first, because there's no way in hell I would want to go back to prison, okay? For some stupid stuff like that.
Whoa, hold on. So he didn't hit you.
He was gonna hit me. I could tell he was gonna hit me.
Do you understand? I was ready to.
Don't be downplaying what happened to me. Ain't nobody ever disrespected me like
I'm
that.
sorry, I'm glad I don't think you downplaying. What I'm saying is the thing. Now, you said earlier in the conversation, the man had been in prison. Okay. He loves you so much. I could tell he came to the door, he saw red because all he wanted to do is protect you. When you saying words like he hit me, you can send him back to prison.
Dumbass.
He hit me. I could
But
feel it.
okay, I understand, but you didn't feel a hit. That's what I'm saying.
No,
So,
not yet.
No, but
She about to make her nephew go all the way back to prison with her stupid ass because her feelings were hurt and she was embarrassed.
Brother, listen. I understand. No, you good. I understand. I respect
It's family.
No, I respect it.
family.
I respect it, but for sure. Now this, okay, what you did was the right thing, brother. I'm gonna take care of this. Okay, I'm gonna check him. Cause he didn't put his hands on you. He still can't be coming in the house like that.
Exactly.
We on my property. She my responsibility. I got you.
Sure.
Man, you got my word. All right.
Let's love. Appreciate it.
All
I
right.
ain't never had no man treat me like that.
Okay, but I'm saying, but just all I'm saying is the word. Like you say somebody hit you.
He was gonna hit me.
Okay, we'll say that.
I know he was gonna hit me.
Now you got the hand on
Y'all just want me to wait till he hit me?
What's wrong with her? I'm gonna talk to him, but saying somebody hit you and ain't hit you is crazy. That could have went left. It almost did go left, baby. I'm gonna talk to Darren because I can't you gotta understand.
Whoa, hold on.
Right, and Mike is doing the right thing. You go talk to Darren, okay? All this trying to fight, and you know your ass just got out of prison is stupid, okay? It's really dumb. This is why people get themselves caught up because they don't think first. Yep. That's what some people do, lie. Okay? I don't like him either. She definitely is wrong. Yeah. That's crazy. Why would she lie like that? You know what I'm saying? He sure did. But the thing about it, you're grown. That dude is a grown ass man. He should have been like, asking her in detail what happened. Then he's just be like, let me call this dude up to see, versus want to go over there and start fighting. Because the thing is, okay, what if this was the real world, right? And he would have went over there and then the dude, Darren, had a GUN and took it out unalively. So that's why you can't be doing all that. You know what I'm saying? And then he goes over to his house acting like a nut. So Darren said, well, I was fearing for my life. And we already know he's going to go over there pulling on the door and doing the most. Okay? So he could have got himself unalive over this foolishness. And Miss Gladys would be the one to be on the news saying, oh, he just unalived my nephew. He didn't do anything. When she created a whole thing and he did do something. So you can't be overreacting. You have to find out what happened before you start doing the most. Especially when you know your butt was just in prison. Okay? It's just dumb. So now let's see what Dominique is. What's going on right here? And then Bethany and them, and then that's it. Jacoby, huh? I know good and damn well Jacoby and Miss Gladys ain't dating. Damn. Wait a minute, hold on. I just know they're not. Y'all, are they dating? I just know they're not. I know this could be true. Let's see. Damn, let's see this, y'all. This can't be true.
As a husband, he came.
This part one. Remember, what is part one? Here's part one.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna talk to him tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. So what more you want to do? Like, you just cut him off and I ain't talking about it.
I'm not asking you to cut the man off, but don't just talk to him. You need to have like a serious, stern conversation with him.
Baby, it's gonna be a stern conversation. What makes you think I'm not gonna be stern with him?
Because you weren't there. You don't know how he was talking to me and what things that he was saying.
To you.
To Miss Gladys.
He doesn't to you too?
I didn't want to bring it up because that's your business partner, but yes, he did.
What he said to you?
It's not what he said to me, it's how he said it to me. He was threatening me. I can't even remember.
Threatening you?
Yes, I blacked out. But he was like, you lucky Mike's my business partner. You lucky because if he wasn't, I would do this to you. It was so disrespectful. I felt threatened.
He would do something to you. You see that?
Yes. You just kept saying how I was lucky and how if Mike wasn't his business partner, he would show me. I don't know, babe.
Okay.
It was really uncomfortable.
Well, I'm gonna talk to him tomorrow with a different tone, because that's crazy. I mean, I can see the whole thing was like, don't get me wrong, he was wrong for coming up, but I understand. Like, Miss Gladys has been rude to Lisa. We know Lisa is sweet.
Yeah.
Aside from there, what we think about him, Lisa's a sweet girl.
Yeah.
And he been, I mean, Miss Gladys been rude to her because she white. Let's see what it is. You mad, you don't like white people. All right? So you being rude to her. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna talk to her.
Oh, damn, she's stupid. Let me see part two. Another dumb old woman.
As a husband, he came into, I guess, so he had to say, at the same time, he should have called the man. He should have called me. So I'm gonna tell him about that too. Like, brother, you can't be, don't talk to Miss Gladys, don't talk to Dominique, you talk to me. All right? So, I got you, baby. Okay. I'm always gonna protect you. You know what else we ever about too?
What?
When that man came in here early, he was acting like he was nervous.
That man is scary.
I'm scarier. I'm always gonna protect you, understand me? Don't never let no man scare you when you with me. Okay?
This is just my trauma from my past.
Well, you're in the present, I'm in the future, so don't worry about that. All right?
I'm gonna do some fresh air.
All right, I'm gonna drink the shower.
Hey.
Hmm?
I love you.
I love you too, brother.
What the hell?
What? Let's see. The hell? What the hell is going on here?
As a husband, he
Wait,
came
y'all,
into,
ladies and gentlemen, let me go to the actual skit to see. So, hold on.
Okay.
I guess it's just my trauma from my past. I'm gonna do some fresh air.
All right, I'm gonna drink the shower.
Hey.
Hmm?
I love you.
I love you too, brother.
What the hell?
Oh, shit. Mm. Okay. So y'all said over here, see, I'll make up. Ugh, I don't know, man. Some people can do anything for money, honey. All right, damn. You said dumb lie too. Hold on, y'all. Something's my damn eye. This damn Mac. Hold on. I didn't even know this shit was staying like this. I was up here rubbing my damn eye. I forgot I had this damn eye mascara on. And that shit started stinging my eye. Either something hot was on my damn finger when I was eating that burger. See, they have put some kind of hot spices on it. I didn't know. You said Jacoby is using her. He's after the money. He's trying to swindle her. He thinks she's inheriting $2 million. Did she say that? Did she tell him that? Because if she told him that and she knows she isn't, she's also scamming him because she knows that he, wants that money, but she wants him, so she's using that, saying that she's inheriting that just to get him for the time she can have him. So does she know that she's not getting $2 million? I don't. I know, and that's crazy. Yep, because she looks like she a little crazy, don't she? Kwana, thank you so much for being here. Really? Oh, wow. Jacoby is something else, huh? Oh, man. He's a little scam artist, huh? Okay. But I can't wait to see this story, how it's going to play out, because that's a damn hot mess. I know Dom gonna tell everybody because she can't keep a secret for nothing in the world. Okay, now let's see here. Let's go ahead and go to Bethany and Larry, you guys. Okay, let's see here. Those are some good skits I just showed up. I think we only got one with Bethany and Larry, I think. Let's see. Well, yeah, I think we just got one. So I don't have to get too mad tonight. Let's see. All right, so let's go ahead and see this clown show, okay?
Things.
And
This
Brooke
is
are on a
backfired.
fragile state right now. All of us. And we had a conversation last night. You said you was gonna do better as a wife and have my back on things. But right now, you're not.
I thought that I was doing the right thing.
Then, okay.
I did. I thought I was doing the right thing,
You
but apparently
keep
not.
thinking you're doing the right thing when it turns out to be the wrong thing, because here we are again.
So Larry, what am I supposed to do? Not do anything
Don't
ever?
invade her privacy.
No, I mean ever, because no matter what I do lately, it's like everything I do is wrong, and everything I ask you for
So take
advice
accountability for everything you've done wrong.
I literally just admitted that what I did was wrong.
You shouldn't have done it. Listen.
And I just
the
admitted that
next
too.
time, the next time that you want to go through Brooke's phone,
I heard
come
you.
and talk to
I
me
heard
first. Listen
you.
to me again.
I heard you.
Come get me.
Please
Let
don't
me
treat
deal
me
with
like
it.
a child.
Then stop
Please.
acting like one, Bethany.
I'm not.
Brooke is the child,
I was being
not
a
you.
step parent. I was being the best step parent that I know how to be.
Well, honestly, Beth, Brooke's phone is here. It's ringing. Brooke knows how to block spam calls. She's intelligent too. They got all this computer stuff going on in their head.
Then why does she complain about it all the time?
But why did you pick up her phone and go through it? And then when you saw something that got your attention, why did you keep scrolling through her message trying to find information?
Larry, I didn't. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. I know you didn't see me doing it, but it wasn't like that.
Well,
I tried to talk to Brooke, and it was coming from a good place. I was trying to come to her like we used to have
Brooke
talks.
didn't take it that way.
I know. It
When
backfired on me.
I got ambushed coming to the garage before I got the car.
And I'm sorry about that.
No, I don't want your apology. Listen.
I didn't know she was going to come in and jump all over you.
She didn't jump on me. She came to tell me about what you did. You invaded her privacy. Listen, understand something. Next time you want to do that, come talk to me. Let me talk to Brooke. But don't go through her phone
I
again.
was trying to be a good stepmom. We used to have talks all the time. She used to let me ask her questions about things.
And
This
Brooke,
is
but what made you think it was okay to go through Brooke's phone and invade her privacy like that?
well, she was getting spam calls. And so I was trying to block them because she's complained about that before. So when I swiped open to try and block it, I saw that she had some notifications and my curiosity got the best of me. And I opened up a text thread that was before she and Isaiah got their phones taken away. I shouldn't have done it. I know that now. But when I was scrolling through, I saw that text thread, and I didn't read all the messages. I saw 2 or 3 messages.
You shouldn't have read any messages.
I know that. I just said that. I just said it.
But you can't apologize for doing something after the fact that you've already done it.
Well, that's the only time you do apologize, Larry.
No.
After you make a mistake.
But Bethany, you're an intelligent woman.
I am very.
You know right from wrong.
I do.
But apparently I'm starting to question that because Brooks.
Okay. Now, y'all know I'm going to get on this ass. And y'all should know this already. All right. First and foremost, I'm trying to figure out what the hell is Larry talking about. All right. The thing is, y'all, some people in the other comment section said she's not a child. No, she's not a little bitty girl, but she still is a damn child. Okay. Okay. She's still a child. Whether you say young woman, she's still a child in comparison to her parents. Nobody cares. Okay. About all that anyway. The thing is, all of her trust was taken. It should have been anyway when she snuck that little boy into that house. And the sad thing, you guys know that she has done this. She done this twice already. So I don't know why y'all playing like y'all don't know this little girl snuck this little boy in the house before. Now, what do you guys think would actually happen in the real world when a little girl sneaks her boyfriend into the house when the parents are not there? What do you think is going to actually happen? Now, and you also know that when he came over for Valentine's Day, that night, you know, good and dead going well, he was trying to get something a little bit more, and he was shocked to see that Destiny was going to stay downstairs. That's why he asked that girl she's going to be there all day, all night. So stop being in the twilight zone and stop acting like Bethany didn't have a reason to look at that phone. Brooke is not a grown-ass woman, all right? And she's not in her own house. You don't have no privacy when you're at home unless your parents give you privacy. If they say, let me see your phone, you let them see your phone. Okay, point blank. And if they go through your phone because you broke the trust, because you slipped the little boy over, then it is what it is. Now, when she comes up and get into a situation where this little boy is still trying to get into them underwear, I don't want to hear all this shit from the chat at all. I don't want to hear it because let me tell you something. We all know, because we all been 17 before, all right? We all know what some kids do when they get teenagers. And no, you cannot stop certain things, but you can damn sure stop it from happening in your house. And you can damn sure talk to your daughters, especially, to let them know certain things so you can decrease the likelihood of something like that happening before they are ready and before they know what to do. This girl probably don't even know about getting protection and all this other stuff because they're too busy bickering over foolishness. And then you tell her, come to him when next time she wants to go on his dig on her phone. Well, Larry, I tell you what, why don't you stop asking Bethany to do anything for Brooke? And why don't Bethany stop doing it? Because clearly she does not consider Bethany as her stepmom. So stop assuming that role, lady. Can't you catch a signal? The girl does not want to be bothered with you. So pull yourself away from that. As a matter of fact, I think you should pull yourself away from this damn marriage altogether because I wouldn't even be dealing with it. I just wouldn't be. She don't want to call her mom no more ever since her mother came into the picture. Okay, but she was calling her mom before Shara came back into the picture. Larry wants her to stop by him and ask him anything before she does anything with his daughter, which is crazy because she wasn't doing that before. Now, all of a sudden, now she has to do this. Now, all of a sudden, she's such a bad parent and everything else. That's crazy as hell. It doesn't matter, Letitia, what messages she read. It really doesn't. Because the thing is, since she is the step parent, she can read it. Brooke caused this because Brooke is the one who snuck that little boy into that house. And if it wasn't for Destiny sitting down there, he would have tried to get some that night. I mean, every day this Negro got a problem with everything that this woman does. All right. But he does not accept accountability for a damn thing. And then when something happens to this girl, then he wants to come back. Oh, you were right. Or, oh, I should have did this. You should always be checking on your daughters and your kids in general. That's why parents don't be knowing when they damn sons be out here selling drugs, or when he's out here fucking, and I meant exactly what I said, getting babies, or she's out there doing that and end up getting pregnant. That's why y'all don't be knowing that type of shit, because y'all don't be checking out y'all kids' stuff. If your child breaks your trust, you should be checking. Now, if they don't break that trust, then they're good. But if they break that trust by doing something that's suspicious, or you catch them doing something, in my opinion, you're not being a good parent if you're not checking to see if your kids are what your kids are doing. Point blank. How the hell you gonna sit up there and act like this little girl is not seeking a boy in? Just because she says she's not gonna have X, it doesn't mean that she won't have it. Okay. I know that little boys have a way to get stuff out of little girls. I was once 17 years old too. All right. I also got daughters. All right. And sons too. So I know boys do stuff just like girls do in this day and time. So y'all stop acting blind to certain things. Bethany, yeah, she lied about going into the phone. She could have just said, I looked at your damn phone, point blank. And she maybe lied about the message she read. I don't even think she needs to explain that at all. Why would she be explaining that? When I go look at my kids' phones, if I ever have to look at it, because I don't think I ever had to look at, not these kids, okay? Like I told y'all earlier, I had to look at my other daughter's social media, okay? I don't think I ever looked at her phone, but her social media, and she was talking about me on it, so I'm glad I did look at it, because what she was saying was a hot ass mess with her friend, okay? So it's good to spy sometimes, okay? Because I would have never known if I didn't spy. And then like with this boy in here, I had to take his phone from him because he was running his mouth, and then he was trolling or some junk on Facebook, and I actually took over his Facebook page. Okay, not Facebook, his YouTube account. I took over it. Okay, so just think about wasn't looking at stuff I would have never known. Even though his friend called me up, because I be knowing some of their friends. His friend actually sent me a message and told me, or either I was talking to him, I can't remember, and he told me that my son was calling him names and stuff. Okay, so he was doing something, suspicious. So I had to go check it out. So when your kids are doing suspicious activities, when they're engaging in suspicious activities, as a parent, it's your job to check things out to make sure everything is legit. They're not doing things that they shouldn't do. Because when they get in trouble or they get in a situation, who do you think is going to have to help them? You. So be the parent. This little girl doing the most. I'm talking about Brooke being mad, disrespectful, and he want to come into his wife's room talking about don't look at her phone unless she gets his permission. He can't do a damn thing. All right. His daughter is damn disrespectful to him. So why would she need to come to you? What I think she really needs to stop doing is stop doing anything for his daughter. Don't go through her phone no damn more. Don't say shit. Let that little girl do whatever the hell she wants to do. And if she gets pregnant, that's on him and his wife, his other wife, because he's not divorced from Shara. In his mind, he isn't. Hell. I know that's right, Quan. Shit. People are crazy as hell to talk about she disrespecting Brooke and she's violating her privacy. Your ass don't got no damn privacy when you're in my house and you're a kid, unless I say you got privacy. And if you don't like it, get your ass out and go live by yourself. All right, that's on everything. Privacy. My girls got privacy now because they're grown. Okay, they're grown, and they help and they pay what they need to pay. They're grown women. My little son, and I give him a little privacy because he does not disrespect certain rules. He don't have girls up in his bedroom because they know I don't play that shit. If I'm not here, they know not to be sneaking nobody in here. The only person who try to sneak and have a party is my other daughter, the youngest of the three, and she got her little ass in trouble too. All right, we don't do that. And her friend got in trouble by me. We don't do that. When you break your parents' trust, this is exactly what you get. Just like if your ass break trust with your job, or you break somebody's trust, a friendship, you break the trust there, and then a person don't trust you. You break the trust in a relationship, the person don't trust you. It's the same thing in a parental relationship with their child. You sneak a boy over, okay, for Valentine's Day. You know on Valentine's Day what usually happens. Come on now. I think she could do better too, not just Larry. And these people act like they in a dodo bird land. Not only did he talk, that was at the school, wasn't it? Okay. I know he talked to her somewhere about taking it to the next level, but she hasn't opened up to nobody about that. I don't even think she told Destiny. And when he wrote that message, I don't give a damn if it was 2 months ago. He still told her he can't wait to be alone with her again. What does again mean? It means that you was doing it before and now you want to be alone with her again so you can go ahead and try to take it to the next level. Y'all better get out the dodo bird land. Y'all know exactly what this little boy talk about. And then don't forget what he said with Faith and Hope. He told Faith and Hope that the only reason why he gives her information that he shouldn't give her is because he was trying to sneak into the house. And then they said what? To get the cracker or whatever, the crack brook or whatever. And he started laughing and said, basically, yes. So, I mean, what more does this boy have to say to you guys to make you realize what he's after? I don't give a damn about him liking Brooke a little bit. If he likes her that much, he would respect what she said and stop even insinuating taking it to the next level. And right, Jerry, you're right about that. She should have went to Larry first, and she shouldn't have lied about looking in the phone. Okay? She should have went to Larry first and said, we need to check out this girl's phone, period. The hell, what we go? I didn't know I even did that with these long ass fingernails of mine. And she sure does. And the reason why is not because she's a stepmom. Because if she was good enough to be the mom before, why in the hell should that role be taken away from her now? Okay, you don't use people to take care of your damn daughter while your wife wasn't your ex-wife wasn't around because she chose to cheat and get her stupid ass locked up in jail. Okay, you don't do that. And then when she comes back out of the blue, okay, then you want to throw Bethany to the side, and then you wonder why Bethany is acting up. Hell, if somebody did y'all like that, women, you would be mad too. I don't know why y'all be tripping. Just because this woman is white and he chose a white woman, I don't give a damn what race of woman he chose. All right, that's his prerogative. He can do whatever he wants to. If he want a white woman, that's what he got. But the thing is, for you guys to be saying stuff because she is white is cray-cray on everything. And then y'all say she racist, but I asked what's her name earlier. Tell me what she said racist, and I still don't got you telling me. We know she said nappy head. Okay. So what? Call her nappy headed back. All right. Damn. Some of y'all will get in trouble because somebody says something so damn stupid. Call her nappy head back. When people start attacking her back the way she attacks them, she'll probably stop. And when they stop dealing with this woman, if she's such a headache, she will stop. How are you guys going to take up for these people when they keep coming around Bethany too, or letting her inside their house? If you don't like someone, if someone does not know how to act, why in the hell are you still dealing with them? Why? You don't listen, Letitia. People have ex all the time and don't be ready for it because a boy entices them to do it or encourages them to do it. Listen, he said, let's take it to the next level. What does that mean? And then he kept on going on and on about it. She the one that said she wanted to wait. But then in the text message, he said, I can't wait to be alone with you again. So he's still thinking about it. Plus, he just told them two girls, he agreed with them when they said, you want a cracker. So what do you think he's thinking about, Letitia? It doesn't matter if she isn't ready for X. If he is, he can encourage her to have X. You don't have to be ready to have X to have sex. There's many girls out there that have engaged in X and they were not ready. Even some boys. And you know what? And you know what? I can smack Bethany, all right? Because she's so damn stupid, all right? And the reason why I say that, Margaret and everybody else, is because you don't beg no man to be with you. You don't be desperate. These people are just as disrespectful as she is, okay? They don't want to take they don't want to accept accountability, just like she doesn't accept it completely, all right? So all of these people are guilty of something the same or similar. And yet she still goes back to this man after he repeatedly does the same thing over and over again. Whenever something happened with Brooke, he's wishy-washy. All right? Now, all he had to tell Bethany is this. When you go inside of her phone, next time just come and ask me. Okay? And then we'll check her phone together. All this other shit was not needed. And leave it at that. And we're doing this just to de-escalate certain things. You know what I'm saying? And because of the situation we're in right now. That's it. Nothing more. But that's you, Letitia. That's you. That's not every other girl, okay? And you were blessed because you are still married with this guy. What about all the girls who got pressured into X and they got babies? Okay, and they're struggling by themselves. Or the boy broke their heart. So you was blessed. Not everybody is in that same position, okay? And you still have to teach your daughters what's up with these little boys. It's like you need to teach your sons what's up with some of these little girls. You were blessed. My mom threatened me too, but that don't stop people from getting pregnant, okay? Because when you get a boyfriend and, you know, y'all start liking each other, you start talking about he love you, you know how that goes. Right, and that's the thing. She should have made sure, and that's like you said, Jerry, you spoke some truth there. You said she should have came and asked Larry, should we check Brooke's phone? And they should have did it together. So you were right about that, you know? And they should be on the same accord, like you just said, versus being separate. Right. The thing about it, Larry should have checked her, Quanin. Larry should have checked her a long time ago. They've been together all these years, and I'm pretty sure this is not the first time she has said crazy stuff. So he should have checked her a long time ago. But typically, when some of these dudes get with white women, they just be letting some of these women say anything about, and y'all heard me say some too, so don't get up here to start talking about I say all. They start letting some of these women say whatever they want to, okay, until they say it to the wrong person, all right? So the thing is, he should have checked her a long time ago and let her know this is not appropriate. You don't call black people hair nappy or assume all black people wear weaves or whatever else she did, okay? Or assume all black people live in the ghetto or anything like that. Even if you live in the ghetto, you shouldn't do that, because some people live in the ghetto because they don't have a choice to. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that they are bad. You got bad people in the suburbs just like you do in the ghetto. You know, I know society makes you think that, you know, it's just it's a lot, everybody in the ghetto is bad. And that's not true. Not everybody. Some people are bad, but not everybody in the ghetto is bad. Just like not everybody in suburbs are good. You got bad people everywhere. Now, granted, sometimes we make things worse for ourselves, okay? We definitely do, because if you know you live in the ghetto, okay, why not keep your area clean? Why not work together and help each other? Why are you guys breaking into people's houses that live right in the ghetto with you, stealing their stuff, you know, standing all outside and stuff? Why not make the area better, you know? Why not make it better and make it safe and all of that stuff? He sure is. I don't know why everybody trying to act like that boy ain't trying to get between her legs. Should I show a skit where he was talking about it? Should I show that skit? Because y'all know I like to show proof. It sure is peer pressure and boyfriend pressure. All right. You got grown men pressuring grown ass women into open up their legs. So y'all keep it real. Okay. So you know you can pressure a little 16, 17-year-old girl who basically never had a boyfriend. And I don't know if Isaiah is a virgin or not. Okay, the way he talks, I don't think he probably is. And then again, he might be. You know, it's hard to tell. But I bet you she is. Okay, so she's naive. Naive. She can sit there all damn day and say, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And I know how it goes. I have daughters myself. Okay, 4 daughters. And I also been a kid. All right. Also, when I used to teach school, I've been around a bunch of kids. Okay. So trust me, peer pressure, boyfriend pressure is real. The boys can get girls to do illegal shit, to smoke, get high, drink, all types of stuff. They can damn sure get you to open up your legs. And Brooke is no exception. I mean, she already let him come into the house when her parents were not there 2 times. She already let him encourage her to kiss him. You don't have to be a wild girl to have sex with your boyfriend, Letitia. Okay, it's a lot of girls that's not wild that have sex with their boyfriends and end up getting pregnant. They're not. I don't know, but I think I know one thing. I know, girl, you should still school your daughter. You can't go on what you think. You have to go with what stuff you have already seen, the evidence. It sure does, and you're a dude, right, Jerry? So you know, I love you, baby. Okay, let me change my voice. Look, you know I love you. I love you, Brooke. You know I love you, baby. And then he kisses her, and next thing you know, he's doing so. She may say, no, I want to wait till I get married. He'd be like, why? We are going to get married. We're going to get married. Just watch. But I just want to wait, Isaiah, because you know it's not right. I want to wait till I get married. And then next thing you know, he kissing her, and then one thing leads to another. And if Country Wayne keeps it real, he will write realistically, okay? Because in the real world, a lot of little girls end up doing something. So let's look up the numbers. Look. I was talking to some young kids before CV19, and I was talking to these little boys, right, teenage boys, and because I was at the school, right, and I was like, it was some little girls. I thought they were around the same age as the little boys. Come to find out, these little hot ass girls was like 12 and 13, and they up here talking, trying to talk to these little 17-year-old boys, and I was talking to the boys, and I was like, them little girls, are they the same age as you? And they was like, no, they're like 12, 13, 14 years old. And I was like, how old are you? He said 17. The other one was 16. I was like, why are these little girls trying to talk to y'all? I said, I hope you guys are not talking to those little bitty girls. They say they weren't. And I said, something else I had said, I can't remember. And then I was like, he said, you couldn't believe what they were talking about. And I was like, what were they talking about? The little girls was telling them that they would suck their, you know what? And I was like, at 12 and 13 to 14, he was like, you would be shocked how many little girls be doing XCX or going down. So I talk to kids all the time, okay? Just because a little girl is smart or quiet or sweet or don't smoke or don't drink, it does not mean that she won't let her boyfriend entice her to do something that she's not ready for, all right? So let's see how many virgins they actually have. So stupid. Let me see if they got the statistics. Because I'm proud to say my daughters are still that, okay? And that's a good thing, because you don't find that. And my son is too, all right? And he's almost 18. Even my oldest son wasn't setting it out at no 16, 17, okay? So there you go. So let's see about the statistics real quick. Hold on, let me look it up, because y'all know I'm looking it up. Let's see. Let's see what. I guess I'm not the only person who was asking this question. Told you 17 years old is the average age that most girls lose their virginity. Okay, she's 17, okay? And some before that, all right? They said over 2/3 of teenagers are actually active. Some lose theirs by age 12, okay? 13. It's not the normal, but they do. All right, so that's why it's very important that mothers, especially, school your daughters, regardless how smart they are, how quiet they are, how good they are. Let me tell y'all something. Shay's too don't smoke, don't drink, never have. I was never fast, didn't have no bunch of boyfriends or anything, was quiet. And I met my first boyfriend, okay? So the thing is, it's because you are quiet, you don't, and I wasn't, Brooke is not quiet. I was quiet in school, okay? I didn't mess with nobody. I didn't smoke, drink, or do anything. But you meet a boy, he start telling you he like you, he love you, and one thing leads to another. And that's why it's very important for parents to talk to their daughters. I don't give a damn how good they are. All right, talk to your daughters. This is a skit right here. In the real world, this is happening for real. And whether a girl is ready or not, a boy don't give a damn. He will still try to get some. And some of them don't mean no harm. They want a relationship, but it's still, if the girl is not ready, it's still too soon. And we should all be teaching our daughters to wait until marriage anyway. This is why so many women end up getting pregnant, these girls getting pregnant and shit, and then be struggling throughout adulthood trying to take care of all these damn kids. So we got to teach our kids. I'm telling you, we have to. Right, and that's what I'm saying. It sure does. It work. Like I said before, Jerry, it works on grown ass women, okay? Every day. Shit. Every day. And men know this, and that's why they be using those same lines on people. I love you. I love you. I love you. Or trying to pressure you to be in love with them. I had to do trying to pressure me to say I love you, and we didn't even know each other that long. Okay, and this dude is 50-some years old. So the thing is, they do the same shit from when they little young boys all the way up until they damn old ass men can barely move. All right, let's keep it real. Okay, so anyway, so he did tell her this. So I hope that Bethany listens, because clearly they don't want her doing any damn thing. And if she loves this man like she does, and she wants to stay in this damn marriage, which I think is a hot ass mess, then she needs to do what he says do. Don't do shit with Brooke unless she goes through him. Point blank, to keep y'all started at 15. Yeah, that's super young, but that's how some people do. Some people start at 14. I have met dudes that said they lost at 13 or 14 years old and 15 years old. That's a hot ass mess, but it is what it is. Everybody's different, like I said before. Everybody can. I actually wish I would have not did anything until I got married. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I wish I would have stayed a B until I got married. If I could do everything over again, I would wait until I get married. I really would, because it's just better when you wait till you get married to be doing anything, because it just feels better and everything. And plus, certain consequences you get when you do certain things when you shouldn't be doing it. Point blank. So, like I said, she just need to stop. Don't be touching shit with. Honestly, in my opinion, she needs to leave the parenting to this man. Let him take care of his own daughter, because obviously they don't want her doing it. So don't be a desperate ass person and you begging to be a parent to a child that does not want you to be her parent. Just be done with it. You did good from the ages that you met this man and you started helping him with his daughter all the way up until she got 16 and a half. So one day she'll be trying to call you. Trust me. And I would just wash my hands to it. And honestly, I wash my hands to this dude right here too, because he's a hot ass mess and he's not a good husband. He's weak as hell. So, but I know she's not going to do that because she's also weak. So if they want to stay together, they can stay together. But I think she needs to just do what he asked her to do and let him raise this damn daughter by himself. And I mean, I wouldn't do shit for her. And I mean that on everything, not nothing. Cook dinner for everybody she can eat. I'm not cleaning up no grown ass woman's bedroom or anything else. Picking her up from school, taking her to her mom's house, nothing. He can do that shit. All right, period. Let him do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't give a damn if Isaiah come over there and do whatever he want to do, because I would have no parts of it. You know what I'm saying? I just really wouldn't. Matter of fact, he would be history. This man would be history, because anybody got time for all that. And Bethany, you give him a divorce and go get her some damn counseling and get herself together and focus on what she need to do for herself, for real. Because sometimes certain people are not for you, and clearly they are not for each other, period. All right? So anyway, I'm not going to play Dalen's skit with this paternity shit. I'll play that tomorrow, because we already know that Deja is running a little scam, her and Marco, and Dalen is a damn dodo bird. Okay, we know this already. So we'll just look at that tomorrow. And I think I already covered everything that I want to cover tonight, because I got to go do another live. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I had fun. Yeah. You said now we're still together 43 years later. We've been married 39 of the 43 years. That's good. That is good, Jerry. Like I told you, I met David in 1998 originally, okay? And then we got together in 1999. Then we got married in 2000. We still are legally married. I'm just separated and just trying to make sure if I really want to get a divorce, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you don't just go do divorces. I mean, he never cheated. I never cheated. It's just, you know, the finances thing that I don't like how he deals with certain things financial, okay? And that's the only information I'm gonna give out about that. But because like my mom said, you can eat a hot dog by yourself. So that's the reason why I kind of, you know, want a divorce. I hate to get a divorce because we've been together so long. Because what, 2000, that is almost 26 years. But we've been together, 98 and 9, 2007, 28 years. Yeah. And you see us together, it's like we sisters and brothers, honey. And we still get along and stuff. I just don't like the way he do finances and stuff, and with that damn trucking job and stuff, you know. Same situation. I mean, I'm just sick of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not because he's on the road either. It's just like I said, finances. You know, like my mom said, you know, you can eat a hot dog by yourself, okay? Point blank and stuff. But other than that, if he only got his finances together, I wouldn't even want a divorce because we get along good, y'all, and everything. Even when I met this idiot that I met, I told David about him. Do y'all believe it? Because we're not, you know, we're legally separated and stuff. But he just told me not to be doing nothing, you know, like the SCX thing, because that would still be adultery and stuff. And so I made an agreement that I wouldn't, you know, obviously do that. He doesn't date at all, though. He said, you know, if we get a divorce, he'll wait for that and stuff. I don't date like that either. I just met someone, you know what I'm saying? And that was it. But yeah, I don't be out here trying to meet nobody or anything. But marriage is a job, you know, and it's sad when you have to dissolve a marriage because of financial reasons. Majority of the time when people, well, in this day and time, people get divorced for all types of things. But normally I wouldn't even get a divorce unless it's straight up adultery. But let me tell you something. When somebody take you through financial stuff, honey, it's almost worse than adultery. Okay? It really is, especially when you go through things and it happens all the daggone time. And only Jermaine knows what I'm talking about. All right, so the thing is, that's why I'm getting a divorce. But we are still, me and David, we are still friends, good friends. We get along good. I did not have to take him to no court or anything. Everything was verbally, and that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, at first, initially, when I told him that I wanted a divorce, he didn't like it, obviously, you know, and we got into it and stuff like that. But after everything settled down, we good and everything. And, you know, I'm blessed. I'll just put it like that. I just wish he would get that financial shit together, you know, and then it would be cool. But he's not going to, I'm going to tell y'all straight up, he's not going to file a divorce. If I never file those papers, we won't ever get a divorce. And then we'll eventually get back together, obviously, when I get old as hell and don't have no choice. But yeah, but as of right now, I'm still legally separated and stuff. So, I mean, for me right now, that's the best solution. But I definitely congratulate anybody who they're still in their marriage, you know, making it work and everything like this. But for me, certain things I don't think we should tolerate. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you dealt with it for as many years as I have. Okay. So anyway, thank you to you was with your husband the same amount of time. It's hard leaving somebody when you've been with them so long. And the reason why it does not affect me now too much is because even when I initially got my legal separation, it didn't bother me too much because my ass was still talking to him every single minute of the day. And so somebody was like, I thought you said you was legally separated. Why do you talk to your husband all damn day? And so I had to stop doing that because that's confusing, right? Talking to him on the phone every day like he was doing when y'all was together 100% of the time. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to cut that out. It took a long time for me to stop doing that, though. It really did. You know, I think it's been like a couple of years that I stopped doing it. Because I'm telling you, I used to call him all the damn time, y'all, like we were still together. All the time. So it is what it is. I'm happy. Okay, I'm happy. Sometimes you have to dissolve stuff. It's just simple as that. Period. And it's a couple of things that I'm not going to play in a marriage. That's adultery, a man cheating on me, abusing my kids, or financial situations that cannot be repaired. Point blank. All right. So again, thank you, Stephanie. That's good. Congratulations, hon. Letitia, Tina, Jermaine, Jerry, Quanan. Let's see. And Margaret. Did I say you, Letitia? I think I did. Stephanie, I think I already said you, but I repeat names all the time because I'll forget. Y'all be doing so many messages, shit. That's why I be saying these names over. Del Marie, even though she's gone to bed. Let me see, Sylvester. Sylvester going to sleep. I'm pretty sure of that. Tina. Marion. I know she probably sleep too. Mary. I know she's probably asleep. You can tell when people go to bed. Thanks to all who hung in with me tonight, though. I appreciate that. Margot, thank you so much. Let's see what else. It's a lot of messages. Bronze. I be trying to. I can have 1,000 people in the chat. I be trying to go through all the names. Angelo don't fell a damn sleep. Oh my God, Jermaine stank ass. Y'all old asses, we sleep. Everybody in the bushes. Oh my God, and everybody who watched this in the replay. Y'all know Shades 2 barely gets tired. Isn't that weird? Oh man. Y'all don't forget the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, share, leave a comment. This right here goes out to Larry stinking ass, okay? To Larry. To Larry, into that damn woman who lied. Okay? That's a hot ass mess lady. You too damn old to be doing all that. And then Jacoby and her, okay, y'all, I can't do it, okay? And also, if y'all want to show additional support, y'all can do a super sticker, super chat, a Cash App donation at $Shades2, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. Thank you guys so much, all right? Y'all have a blessed night, sweet dreams. Did y'all leave another message down here? And I'll see y'all tomorrow, early afternoon. If y'all be up, y'all can check out my late night hour live that I'll do for about 40. What time is it? I'm not doing it that long. About 30 minutes, unless I change my mind about it tonight. I have to see what Jermaine talking about. Did you say you are? Oh my God. Oh shit. My ass don't be sleepy, y'all. My ass can stay up to 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, honey. All right. I don't know why I don't be tired. I have to be up like doing a whole bunch of stuff in order to get tired. I must not be human because my ass, no, I do not be tired. And they claim when you get older, you start being tired and go to bed early. Please, man. I don't go to bed till 4 o'clock in the morning, y'all, or 3, and then get back up. All right. You said marriage get easier when you let the ego get out of the way. That's true. That's true. My son slumped his friend, girl, and boy into my house. He made it through teen and 20s, no kids, but at 30s, he's boboed the food. 3 babies, 3 baby moms. You know, kids be doing weird shit. Like I said, fortunately, my 2 oldest kids, they did real good. My other daughter, she did all right. She got some babies, though, with her boyfriend and stuff, but she still did all right, you know. But these 3 right here are really doing really well in that area because they are just like they should be, okay? Like they should be. And hopefully they wait until they get married. Hey, J4, with your handsome self. How you doing? Hopefully they wait, you know, until they get married. I would, you know, love to see that happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I honestly think when we do things the right way, things in life go smoother. When you do things the wrong way, I'm telling you, it's always a repercussion, and it's usually a negative one. Having my kids was a blessing, but damn it, if I could have did it, the three oldest ones, that's what I'm talking about. If I could have did it a different way, if I could do it all over again, I would change it. You know what I'm saying? I would change everything. Hopefully I would still have the same kids, but I would basically wait until I got married. Okay, for real, because I'm telling you, you be struggling when you have these kids and you don't have a husband or anything, a boyfriend that may be there, he may not be there, but it's just best to have a husband because he will be there to help you financially, to help you physically, mentally, spiritually, everything. He's your other half. He can help with the kids, just everything, You see a lot of young girls right now, women too, out here, not so much where I live because I live in the suburbs, but like when you go to the inner cities and stuff like that, in other areas, you see them outside walking with their babies and shit, you know what I'm saying? No car, no nothing. Who wants to go through that? And in this day and time, women should know. Women should know. This is not the damn 70s. This is not the 80s, not even the 90s. You should know. Okay? So the thing is that, even if we made mistakes, we should teach our kids not to repeat the same mistakes. Unfortunately, none of my kids did. And I'm happy about that. You know what I'm saying? Let's teach our daughters to wait until they get married. If they can't wait until they get married, though, wait until you really find the right person. All right? And you're going to know when you meet that right person. Just because you meet some little boy, he telling you he loves you and all this stuff, let him prove that to you through his actions, not just what he says out of his mouth. Okay? And learn how to make sure that when your kids act suspicious or you catch them doing something, make sure you be checking that. A lot of kids right now are in situations because their parents do not check anything. Even if your kids are not acting suspicious, you make sure you talk to them. You make sure you monitor the things that they do and monitor their friends. Because you got kids every day, if they're not, up schools, they're taking their lives or they're unaliving their parents or their siblings or themselves. And this comes from parenting as well. All right? It comes from parenting as well. And so we got to definitely make sure we do what we need to do for our kids, period. Whether you call it snooping or whatever you want to call it, you need to be involved in your kid's life, period. I was involved in all of my kids' lives, and that's why they are where they are at right now. And they didn't cause me no real troubles. All right? With that being said, thank you, J4, for being here. All right? And I'm glad you're good. And all is well with me, hon. All right? And Stephanie, take your old ass to sleep. No. Y'all, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a blessed night. Thank you so much. And I'm getting ready to go do my night out live. But I'll be serious there, okay? No. My ass is so silly, it's crazy. But anyway, y'all, that's another lie. They tell you when you start getting older, you're not fun anymore. As soon as you get 40, it's all going downhill. The only way it goes downhill if you allow it to go downhill. If you want to look old and decrepit and be acting all old and being unhappy, that's you. Okay? I think you should age gracefully. You're looking good. Okay? And being healthy. You're energetic. Okay? So age like that. With that being said, you guys, good night, y'all, and sweet dreams. Peace out, y'all. Oh, let's see here. Let's put this up.
Yeah. Right. Shoot up the shade soon. Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skit, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little speck. She spot the shade, the smirks, the face, catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone, like, did you see what just happened when he left her alone?
She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skips by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, she gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the chased a wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Country Wayne built it, but Shane made it pop. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she go hosting from the sideline. Talking over clips like it's game time, characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day
She
ride.
stay talking, she break it all down from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Oh, it's the Shay's the vibe. She the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, but Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Country Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, decide how to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shay's 2 reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay still vibe. She the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know.